Hello, hello, and welcome back to Remember the Flowers. We're exploring the old school with Aaron. Aaron, yes, that is his name. The Cyrus, right? Cyrus Truesdale. Yep. It doesn't take it doesn't take long for us to break into the school. The doors have been rusted shut for so long that even I could push them open. I let Aaron lead the way inside, answering any questions he asks. Sorry, I have a drink with me.
These chairs are really small.
This is the kindergartner room. Kids are pretty young when they start.
Hard to imagine anyone could fit in them. My hand is bigger than some of these chairs.
To be fair, you are a rather large lad.
Another fair point.
We make our way through the various classrooms. There's a lot of stuff people left behind that piqued Aaron's curiosity.
Would it be disrespectful to take anything here?
I don't think so. Beats leaving it here for no one to use.
I guess you're right. These are crayons, right?
Yeah, I bet you might be able to use some of them. I doubt the markers would work, though.
Whoa.
His childlike wonder makes him looks right at home right here. I look around the room, eventually finding the desk I used to sit at all those years ago. I try my best to sit in it, but it's very apparent that I'm too big for these. Still, looking at the faded electric whiteboard from this angle brings back memories. Like Deanna helped me with homework, or telling me about a new cartoon she was into. Times really were a lot simpler back then.
What do you say?
Aaron is scribbling in a notebook on the teacher's desk and trying his best not to accidentally tear the old paper. Nothing. What you doing?
I don't have a lot of pens and pencils still at work, so I'm trying out these crayons.
I get up from the tiny desk to watch him.
My paws are too big for these things, though. My penmanship is already atrocious as it is.
It just takes practice. Keep it up, and I'm sure you'll get the hang of it.
Mind showing me how to write?
Sure, although it's been a while. I pick out an orange crayon as I try to write my signature. Cyrus G. Cantwell.
Oh, wow. You didn't even hesitate.
I guess the muscle memory is still there. We are in the room where I learned cursive, after all.
You promised to teach me sometime, remember?
Of course. Maybe when we get home.
Sounds like a deal.
There's a sandwich shop I used to go to a lot. It eventually became my first summer job.
Summer job? Only working during the summer?
Yeah, back then, when you were still in school, you really only had time to work in the summer.
Oh, I just figured people did both.
That was common too, but I couldn't hack it. I just wanted to help my folks out with the bills when I could, was all.
Guess some things never change.
Guess not. Glad to know Glad to know some things have stayed consistent over the years. As I look around the streets, more and more nostalgia floods me. Most of the uneasiness has long since melted away. Despite how barren everything is, I'm glad we came. I direct us to the road my house was on, letting my memories guide me. We eventually make it to the local park. It was old even when I lived here. I'm a little sad that almost everything has either toppled over or has rusted too much to be safe. Even the ropes on the string seem to have rotted away years ago.
What is this place?
It's an old park for kids to play in. You've never seen one?
Nope. Back in Aquila? The most we had was the ocean, but the orphanage was too far away to walk to it.
I see. Well, maybe one day we can make a park back home.
No, do you really want to?
I don't know. It just feels like a park is a must for a town to be cozy.
Maybe you should take up architecture. I'm sure you have ideas no one would think of.
Maybe. After that, I'll start recreating stories that no one's read in centuries for profit. That would be extremely lucrative, now that I think about it.
Better let me read some of them.
You'll be the first I go to when I need an editor.
I'd be honored.
Okay. It took no time at all. No time at all to find my house once we started walking. I'm not sure how long I've been standing here like this, just staring. If Aaron's been trying to talk to me, I can't hear him. Like the previous building in town, there are no windows to be seen. What's most concerning to me is that the front door is nowhere in sight. That feeling of uneasiness washes over me again. The fact that my house has been violated like this for who knows how long isn't a comforting thought. I don't even think about looking for the time capsule. I just want to see the damage that's been done.
I mean, it's been 300 years, Cyrus.
You're lucky the building's still there. There's trash littered about, and glass from the windows all over the floor. The only furniture left in the living room has been torn to shreds and flipped over. All I can hope for is that the scuffle didn't include my parents. Their room is next. Is the next I make my way into. Okay. The door was still kicked in. I hesitate to explore inside, not wanting to accidentally stumble upon their corpses. Eventually, curiosity gets the better of me. I let out a shuddered breath of relief. There's no one inside. Everything in here is so dusty. I know my mom would throw a fit if she was here. All the drawers are open. I doubt there's anything sentimental left behind. When I turn to make my way out, I see Aaron standing in the door frame. He's staring at me with a worried look. I give him a shrug to try and put him at ease. I'm not really in the mood to talk. The kitchen is definitely in the worst shape. That makes sense, I guess. People looking for food would naturally ransack the kitchen. Even the fridge is gone. To know what they do with it, though. And nothing's in the cupboards anymore. I can still picture the sugary cereal Dad used to get for us when Mom was on business trips. Heading out of the kitchen, my muscle memory kicks in, and I try to turn the non-existent lights off. I shake my head and chuckle to myself before walking down the hall to my room. Compared to the rest of the house, it's not nearly as damaged. There's stuff all over the place, and my bed is completely overturned, but it's still recognizable. I guess I don't have much stuff to take after I moved out. As if it was my fault, I try to turn the bed over. After considering straining, it suddenly moves easily. Aaron lifts it up effortlessly, placing it against the wall.
How's that?
I nod before going to sit on it. 3-century-old mattress is not as comfortable as I thought it would be. Looking around at my decaying room, it still feels just a little bit like home. Here, wanna sit?
I appreciate the offer, but I'm not sure it'll survive with me on it.
He, instead opts to sit down on the ground and leans back against the bed.
I promise I'm not trying to bug you by repeating this, but are you okay?
I don't really know, honestly. I glance around my room again. God only knows what's taken place since I've been gone. Part of me knows it's home, but after everything that's happened, it's so foreign to me. It's like I remember everything, but the land itself has left me behind.
It has been a long time, hasn't it? I wouldn't be surprised if it's been over 200 years since anyone's poked their head around here. For our record, most people flocked together to survive. Lone stragglers didn't make it very far.
Nothing wrong with that. Everything people did to survive makes sense. Even if it meant breaking into unsuspecting houses for supplies, I can't blame them. I instinctively lean back on my bed. It's very stiff and terribly uncomfortable. Still, I was hoping I'd be able to bring stuff back home with me.
Well, we still have the time capsule to dig up.
Oh, the thing we came here for.
Do you remember where you buried it?
I think I have an idea. I'm happy to see that the backyard was left relatively unscathed. There's some toppled furniture and long dead plants, but it's pretty similar to what I remembered it as. I remember helping Mom set up her new patio. She made a metal table and chairs. Wait, she said a metal table and chairs would last longer. Okay. Guess she wasn't wrong. The vegetation is overgrown like the rest of the town. Sadly, the big tree we had must have died a long time ago. Now it's just a big husk. Sliding my fingers against the dry bark confirms that fact to me. Man, I remember climbing this thing when I was little. Mom would give me a piggyback ride to help me all the way to the top, mainly because Dad was too scared. Now it looks like a sneeze would knock it over. I shake my head. I'm getting distracted again. My gaze falls to the ground at the base of the tree. It should be down here. Do you have a shovel?
On it.
Aaron takes out his Axiom inventory screen to materialize a shiny shovel. You gotta remember to store mine with useful things like that.
It is quite handy. Do you want me to dig?
I'd like to try for a little while, if that's alright.
Of course. Here, just be careful.
I nod and take the shovel, feeling its weight in my hands. It's heavy enough that I'm definitely going to need both hands to get anywhere. I've never actually done this before. Was that missing an H? Anywhere. Is there supposed to be an H there? Am I crazy? I don't know how to spell. I've never actually done this before. This time capsule should be sturdy, but let's hope I don't break it.
Just take it easy. We're on vacation after all.
A well-deserved one, at that. I take a deep breath and then pierce the ground with force, ready to get started. While not erratic, my heavy breathing breaks the silence we found ourselves in. It's only been 10 minutes and I'm already exhausted. And just how far did we bury it? I hear the shovel click against something metallic and out of place. The fruits of my labor are starting to show themselves. With an excited smile, I plant the shovel down into the dirt and get on my knees. I frantically push away the surrounding dirt with my hands. Eventually, I manage to dig out the centuries-old time capsule. I know it was meant to last a long time, but it's definitely showing its age.
Whoa! You found it!
It's real! Aaron gets up from the patio furniture and then comes to inspect it with me. It's no bigger than a shoebox. A rusty shoebox. Wow. A part of me doesn't want to open it, just in case the contents didn't survive all this time. I look back at the house and then stand up, deciding to open it at the table. I didn't notice Aaron standing behind. I'm enamored? Enamored. Enamored. I know this word. I got there. Wow. By the capsule. It's weird to think that something concrete from my past has survived for this long. I keep staring at it after putting it on the table. Eventually, I place my hand on one of the locks. No more hesitating. It opens just like I remember, reminiscent of a treasure chest. The sound of the rusted metal screech echoes through the air as I open it. I could feel tears well in my eyes. As I breathe in, I instantly flash back to my time in elementary school. Inside, there are 2 letters and 3 stuffed animals I had. Sadly, they didn't last as long as I would have liked them to. Their fur has deteriorated, along with feeling absolutely stiff. Nevertheless, the mere sight of them makes me happy. The letters are what leave me confused. One was from me, and the other was from my teacher. They are the biggest letdown I've come out here. Wait, that's come out of this. The capsule definitely didn't preserve the letters at all. The paper wasn't preserved well, and just laying on the bottom of the capsule, not even in an envelope. I can barely read any of the ancient handwriting. Despite my disappointment, something starts to trouble me. I could have sworn my parents left me one too.
Hey, Cyrus! Did you bury another?
Huh? I forgot Aaron was still here. He's holding something I've never seen before. It's a silver box with metal trimmings bordering the edges. What's that?
I don't know. It was in the hole you dug up.
Unlike the time capsule I have, the box looked as if it was brand new. I've never seen it before. It was down there?
Yeah, I almost didn't see it at first.
He comes to place it on the table.
Let's see. There has to be a way to open it.
Aaron starts to feel it around. Yeah, feel it around before the capsule suddenly cracks open, causing the tiger to jump. I don't know, that's kind of suspicious. Just what he said, the box didn't look brand new? Or like more new? Was that what he said? Let me double check. Yeah, it's brand new. Okay. Okay. I don't trust it. Air starts to hiss out from inside. Unlike my box, there was which has a hinge. The top of this one starts to slide to reveal the contents. I try to push the top as far back as it can go. Inside it are a few envelopes on top of what looks like wrapped gifts. What the hell?
You sure you've never seen this before?
Never in my life. It reminds me of a treasure chest Dad used to find when he played games. Just waiting for someone to open it. Just waiting for... Okay, I'm not crazy. There's a piece of paper out of place that catches my eye. Picking it up reveals simple instructions. Open us from left to right. Cyrus. I look at Aaron with confusion, but he only shrugs. A part of me wonders if it's a trap laid by Ressam, but curiosity gets the better of me. I decide to do as I'm told, and then pick up the leftover package. It's the smallest of the bunch, no bigger than a book. I open the letter attached to the wrapping paper. It's written on very nice stationery. It's from Damien. Well, things... Oh god. It's in a different font.
Hey, Cyrus! Sorry about my chicken scratch handwriting. Your folks asked me to write a letter to you in case you ever make it out of current. I don't want to waste any paper, and I'm not really sure if I can express myself properly with a pen, so I'll just come right out and say it. I love you, Cyrus. You inspired me to keep going despite it all, even though the world is ending. I hope you can find happiness. I certainly found mine. Your folks also asked me to find a gift for you. I didn't have much on me, so I went and stole one of my parents' picture frames and replaced it. It isn't much, but I hope you like it. I don't know the details on what's going on, but if you ever leave Current, I hope you can live a long and happy life, even when I'm gone. Don't hold yourself back on my account.
I'll always love you, no matter what, dead or alive. Stay safe, and stay strong, Cyrus. Love, Damien. My hands are shaking. Oh, he wrote, like, oh, they does the thing that I do. where I'm Don't worry for this. This is why I'd never write in pen. I can't do it. This is a time capsule for my parents. I hastily grab the small wrapped gift. And tearing the paper makes me freeze and gasp. Oh, he's such a cute boy. He's so cute. He's so cute, guys. He's the best. Remember the little hoodie? Like the ears? Yeah. It's a framed portrait of me, Damien, and Diane. Near the end of our last our last school year together. We're huddled up into the frame. I remember we had to lean down a little so Deanna wouldn't need to be on her tiptoes. I swallow hard to try and fight back the burning sensation in my eyes. Years later, Damien wanted me to stay strong. I have to at least try, for him. I pick up the second package. It's a small box with a letter on top. This one is from Diana. Yo, Cyrus. You didn't think you'd be rid of me that easily, did you? I'm going to try my best not to be sappy about this, mainly because I'm still pissed at you and Dad. But still, I trust your parents not to give these to Current, so I'm going to speak as candidly as I can. You're going to get through hell. You're going to go through hell, Cyrus. And that's okay, because I know you're stronger than you want to admit, and you are going to get through this. My dad's filled me in on most of what's going on. I'm not telling anyone about it, though. I think your parents figured it out, though, when I asked about making a time capsule for you. I'm not sure how long we're going to live after the apocalypse, but I'm hoping at the very least you'll make it out in one piece. When you do, try to plant some of these seeds, okay? They're for your favorite flower. Hopefully, you didn't forget how to take care of them. I probably won't be there to tutor you. I don't really have much else to say other than keep going, Cyrus. I hope to see you again soon. Diana. My heart warms as I clutch my shirt. This is all too much to process. I can't tell if I'm reopening old wounds or just overjoyed to have some level of interaction with them. I look towards Aaron. Even for a white tiger, he looks as pale as a ghost. I shake my head and give him a gentle smile. Sorry for worrying you. I'm fine, really. I gesture him closer to look at everything with me. Look, this is Damien. He had just won the last game of the season and got us together for a group photo. You might not recognize me, but I'm on his right. It's been a while since my hair was that short. And that's Diana. She was my best friend growing up.
You look very happy, Cyrus.
He says that with a bittersweet tone. I was. And damn. I'm sorry. I'm getting a little emotional.
Oh, Cyrus!
Aaron carefully reaches his arm around me and pulls me close for a side hug. Picture in hand, I reciprocate. I never thought I'd see them again. I resigned myself to that. So I'm just really happy right now.
You can cry if you want. I won't judge.
I really want to, but I won't. I'm going to try to be strong. For Damien. I say that, and I'm definitely not fooling anyone. I open the small box that Deanna left for me. True to her words, there's a small bag of lotus seeds inside. Not sure if these would last that long in there, But they are seeds for my favorite flower.
They kind of look like nuts.
Eat them, it'll be funny. I can see that. They're pretty big compared to other seeds, that's for sure.
Maybe Vita can help you plant them back home.
I'd like that. That leaves one final package. It's bigger than the other two, and has some weight to it. I can only imagine who this is from. I bite my lip as I pull the letters out. Letters? Oh my god. They probably both wrote a fucking novel. Of course, they're from Mom and Dad.
Hey there, champ. How are you doing? They keeping you well fed in there. They better be. Or we're going to have a problem. Diana came to both your mother and me about getting ourselves a time capsule for you. She said she wanted to pitch in as much as she could, but given how pricey it was, she asked for our help. Now I still don't understand what you got into with your job. You're an adult now and get to make your own decisions, but judging by how Deanna was acting when we brought the thing, I can only imagine what's in store for you. If she thinks you're going to be around long enough to open this capsule, then I can only assume what you're going through. Do you remember when you had the flu when you were 6? We kept you home for a long time. Mom was busy working, so I stayed home to take care of you. She suggested I try to play some games with you to distract you. I was a bit skeptical at first. You had never shown an interest in them before. Even now, I don't remember the last time we played together after that. But there was something about that week that left you totally enthralled with what we played. I even got you the newest installment for your birthday that year. While you didn't play it often, you would tell me about it when you did. I appreciate you humoring your old man the way you did, even when you were little. I want you to know how proud both your mother and I are of you, Cyrus. You've grown up to be a kind and thoughtful man. Don't let them break you, Cyrus. You're better than them. Love, Dad.
I'm doing my best not to crumple the paper in my hand. I shakily place it on the table. Aaron still has his arm wrapped around my shoulder, and out of instinct, I reach up to hold his hand for a moment. We don't say anything, and he holds my hand tight until I'm ready to keep going. I stroke his paw a few times for comfort. He's as warm as ever. I let out a loud sniffle as I grab the fourth and final envelope from Mom. Man, I can't read cursive for shit. I'm looking at this. This is actual gibberish to me. Cyrus, I hope this letter finds you well, sweetie. I can't tell you how much we miss you back home. The cats haven't been the same since you left. I think they know, somehow. They won't see you for a long time. Don't worry, we'll make sure to take good care of them. You know I'm not the one to beat around the bush, and I'm not going to start now. We've already accepted we're never going to see each other again, even though your father doesn't want to admit it. A part of me wishes I had stopped you from taking that job at Current, but the more I think about it, the more I'm glad I didn't. They're going to take care of you for as long as they can. It's in their best interest, after all. Which means that you're going to live on, even when we won't. That's all I can ask for as a parent. I'm still reeling over the circumstances at hand. Deanna let something slip when it was just the two of us. Even though I don't entirely understand what's going to happen to you, I know you're going to come out better than before. We both know how hard school was for you, though no fault of your own, though. I can tell you always tried your best when you failed it really hard. When you failed it, really hit your confidence. Even so, you kept on going, and now look at you. You're a doctor now. I will always be proud of you, Cyrus. I hope you know that. You're going to inspire change, like the knights you were named after. You're going to shine brighter than anyone, through thick and thin. Stay strong and shine on, Cyrus. Love, Mom. Oh, okay. Oh, his face looks so chubby here. I'm shaking as so hard that I'm struggling not to accidentally crumple the letter up. Aaron starts to rub my back. I can't hold it back anymore. I don't want to. Because I'm not breaking my promise to Damien. I'm not crying because I'm sad. I'm happy. So happy that I had the opportunity to hear from them again. Since I don't have any tissues, I have no choice but to snort loudly to hold them back. Aaron, thank you so much for bringing me here. Aaron doesn't reply. He just keeps rubbing my back, and I try to wipe the tears from my face. Oh man, it's been a long time since I've had a cry this ugly. Okay, a really long time. I haven't even opened the package they left me. I know it's only going to make me turn into a blubbering mess. Aaron, sorry, if you don't mind, can you open the last one for me? I'm a little, you know.
Of course, Cyrus. I'd be happy to.
I keep wiping my eyes, hiccuping in between sniffles. Aaron carefully uses a claw to tear the wrapping paper on the box. Opening it reveals something I haven't seen in a long time.
It's a book and, some kind of tech.
Here, let me show you. Aaron passes me the box. There are 2 portable consoles inside. I grab one of the old gaming systems. This is old, even for me. It was something my dad had when he was my age. I try to turn it on, but there aren't any batteries inside. Looking inside the box, there is indeed a fresh pack, though it's clear they didn't survive the hibernation. It looks like all the batteries had exploded in their packaging. Okay. Oh, that's a shame. It would have been nice to play it again. It was a game Dad and I played when I was younger, but I sort of fell out of it as I got older.
Well, I'm sure Ring could take a look at it. You know how good he is with technology.
That'd be nice. Thankfully, he didn't put them in the system. That could have been disastrous. I take the cartridge out of the system to look it over. The sticker has faded, and I can still recognize the logo. The other system seems to be in better shape. It has the rechargeable battery. Wait, it has a rechargeable battery, so I'm assuming it only need a little tune-up. The game Dad named me after is the only one that's still sealed. He must have gotten me a new copy. He didn't need to do that. I know how expensive these games are. Were. Well, you know, if the apocalypse was around the corner, what does money matter? There are a few extra cartridges inside the box, right next to the book Mom left me. Oh wow, I bet this was her copy. Give me one moment. That looks a bit loud on the levels.
Oh, what is it?
I pick it up and feel the familiar worn spine. It's a modern analog for the Legends of King Arthur. Wait, analog? No, anthology. What am I thinking? Game consoles, you know. Well, I say modern loosely, but you get the idea. It's a rather hefty book. I bet it would take me about at least a month to read through everything. When I was little, Mom would read me bits and pieces before bed. When she was a history junkie, specifically for fiction.
You were named after one of the characters here, right?
Yeah, I don't remember much about him, though. Sir Galahad.
Gotta do some research on him.
I think so, yeah. I'd like to find out more about him, at least. Although these old texts are a little harder to read. English was dumb.
Still kind of is.
Absolutely. I grab my sleeve to use it to wipe my face one last time. The waterworks have stopped, but I'm still feeling pretty emotional. Sorry, that came out of nowhere. Wasn't expecting to find something like this. I glide my hand over the quality time capsule. Arn covers my hand with his own.
I know I'm not one to talk, but you don't have to keep, apologizing for feeling these things. I'm just glad you're happy.
I am. Thank you. I really can't thank you enough for bringing me all the way out here.
Your happiness is very much worth it to me, Cyrus.
After I calm down, we make our way back inside the house. Arn tries using the space left in the kitchen to make dinner. Sitting at the kitchen table after all these years brings out a lot of buried memories. I try to tell Arn about everything I can, I can think of while eating. Shortly after dinner, because I am so emotionally spent, Arn suggests we hit the hay for the night. I had a strange request, though. I want to try and sleep in my old room one last time. The bed, obviously, wasn't comfortable enough anymore, so we just had to sleep on the floor again, together in our sleeping bags. I try to stay up as long as I can, going over more and more happy memories. But eventually, I can't take it anymore, and I start to drift off to sleep next to Arn. Hmm? You're thinking about doing what? Hey, easy, easy. You don't have to throw dirt at me. I did not tutor you for all those years for you to just end up a dumbass, Cyrus. I kind of thought this would be the end of the build, so there's probably a little bit more. I don't know. Maybe I'll end the part here. So when next part's 5 minutes long, I can be like, oh well, I tried. Anyway, I'll see you guys around.